All right, good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing? Sorry for the delay. You got it, James. So, everything's slightly green here, or most names are slightly green, especially SPY QQQ. SPY is over that resistance from yesterday, right? So, yesterday we were looking at this. I was looking at this higher lows, lower highs, and it's pushing over that previous high. So, we had a double top here. So it looks very, very strong. Some more continuation in this uptrend. We also have a gap to fill to the upside here. Right over 453, there's a gap to fill. Qs, let's take a look here. Right, so Qs ended up consolidating here. We have a high at 377.45. If that can break, we got 378.1, and then over that is when we start to approach this gap fill as well, around 379. So it looks pretty good. Everything looks very, very solid. Top setups today. First one's going to be Amazon. I really like the way this looks. All right, we have a high, a rejection, another resistance, and we started to create these higher lows here. Right, higher lows and lower highs. Right, creating that flag pattern right below resistance. So it looks very, very solid. Right, we are also bouncing off of this previous trend line here. Right, resistance, support, multiple times. So, that looks very solid as well. If this can push through around 135.68 or so, I think this sees a nice little breakout today. Meta, I was looking at this at close. I kind of wanted to take it, but risky swinging. We have higher lows, lower highs. Kind of looks exactly like Amazon. This could definitely break out today if this holds. If not, and this pushes below, let's see. Let me turn this to red. 293.43. Then this could see some more downside. So that's what I'm watching there. I can delete this trend line here. But overall, looks very, very solid. Let's keep it going. Square, right? We're going to take it long through 58, but kind of rejected, pulled back. We'll see if this can break through again. I'd consider it, but I like the other setups a little bit better. Microsoft, it was testing this 329.80 level in pre-market, pulling back a bit. Higher lows, kind of like a flat top here. And it kind of broke out, but pulled back yesterday. So, it's right back in that range. It could definitely break down or break to the upside. Just need to wait to see what happens. One thing to mention is it's Labor Day weekend coming up. A lot of people are taking off, today, especially tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be very, very low volume. Oh, you hear me twice? That's because, sorry about that. Thank you for mentioning that. It's because I had the stream playing in the background. All right, that'll be fixed. Thank you for mentioning that, Victor. Today might be choppy, but tomorrow is definitely going to be choppy. Definitely don't suggest trading. I definitely don't suggest trading. Tomorrow afternoon, especially. Maybe the morning is fine, but it's going to be choppy. Also, Monday it's closed. Labor Day weekend, so extra long a weekend for us to enjoy. Nvidia, let's take a look. Let's see. So we do have these higher lows. We have created a lower high here. It is sitting above that previous resistance as a new support. If that can hold, great. I'll set an alert above here around 500. And if it can break through that, I'll consider it. PayPal, I'm not going to watch. BAB, I'm not going to watch. Google, been pretty choppy. Not really interested in Google either. Tesla. So Tesla saw that huge breakout. The smaller time frames, we could consider this a trend, but it's not really anything special. AMD. Let's see. Yeah, last day of the month too. So, you know, I'm probably going to be done trading within the first 20, 30 minutes, hopefully. That's really the goal. There's no need to force trades. Yesterday was a solid day. You know, last day of the month is typically rebalancing of portfolios, lower volume, especially going into a holiday weekend. Okay. Let's see. Apple looks pretty solid. Saw a strong push yesterday, and it's sitting right. We have the gap fill, right? We're sitting in that gap fill. So if this can continue, SPY should definitely continue to push up here. Should definitely continue to push up. Right. We have this gap fill to this zone over here, 191 or so. So that we'll have to keep an eye on too. Netflix. Right, Netflix, we had this resistance and we rejected it again twice, and we're kind of creating a flag here. Right, we have these lower highs and these higher lows. Right, so if this can break through, I would consider it. So that looks pretty solid too. We'll move that up. Shop. What happened to Shop? New app adds buy with Amazon Prime. Interesting. Shop is up 7.5% here pre-market off that news. Very interesting. Coin still sitting in that consolidation phase. Rivian, nothing really. That's that. So top setups here at open. Amazon, Meta. What's the level for the short? Short below 293.43. But if it can hold, then it looks even better. SPY is still sitting above the highs. So we can even look for SPY too. So that's what we got today, ladies and gents. No, looks good. Let's take a look. So Snow, it's put in these higher lows. It has this resistance as well. So if this can break above yesterday's high, it should see a little push right to this previous resistance. Support, resistance. Looks pretty solid. Looks pretty solid. Do I own any shares, or I mostly take profits to real estate? Yeah, I mean, I have a stock portfolio, but it's not nearly the size of my real estate portfolio. I just have like an automated amount every single month that just goes into the same names. That's really it. Everything else goes to real estate. Everything else goes to real estate. And that's really it. That is really it. I don't have any questions before I hop out of here and set up the Zoom. Everything's kind of like moving to the downside a bit here. SPY is still hovering above, and Q's needs to break above too. So that's something we'll definitely need to watch. You like the banks? Let's see. If anything, this is like bear flagging. All right, we have that resistance. Meta, yeah, right. 293.43. If that can't hold, it's going to push down to probably around 288. Nvidia, it just needs to get over that previous high. If it can hold 489.5 Nvidia, you know, it's solid. If not, it's going to drop down to 480. What data do we have this morning? Let's take a look. Let me go to the watch list. So data, ISM manufacturing PMI at 10 p.m. So that's definitely important. That is definitely important. Yeah, so that PMI is definitely important. Definitely important. So 10 p.m. So we need to be out of positions by then, ideally. Okay. All right. So I'm going to set up the Zoom. Appreciate everyone stopping by. Sorry for the delay. Everyone have a great day. Again, it's going to be probably choppy, especially tomorrow, holiday weekend. So just make sure you're aware. Make sure you're not being aggressive. Risk first, as always.